Hey, today's date is October the 19th of 2025. And my name is Dr. Larry D. Reid. I'm the host of Larry Live, the president of the MBN Network, and the senior most pastor prophet of Reformation Church of Atlanta. And I am in Dubai, and I made a decision to do for the second time this month what we do behind our closed paywalls and subscriptions with those that follow the platform. We always have prayer, prophecy, and coaching on Sunday morning. And then Tuesday through Friday, we have prayer, 8 a.m. And on Wednesday, we have our breakdown. What I teach today is broken down. You can ask in Q&A. So I hope that you will find this live informative and empowering and educational. And I hope that it will somehow or another just add something great to your life, to your business, and the role that you play. And we are about to get started. We're going to start it off with some kind of praying, but not pray like the way we do all week long, and just make some statements and create a way for our wonderful week that we are going to be having. I want you to put in the chat, I have already had an amazing week. Or you can say, the most amazing week is upon me. Say it in the past tense even. And that is why I said that, because saying in the past and in the present, it helps rewire your mind to where you're not reaching for and say, I will have a great week. Sometimes you have to trick the brain because the brain don't work with you because it thinks it already knows. So we're going to have a great time, and we're about to get started, and I will be right back.
My name is Shantae Standback, and I am a patron of Dr. Reid's platform, LRL, on Patreon, as well as a member of Reformation Church of Atlanta. I started as a viewer. On Facebook Live. I was introduced to Dr. Reid as he was covering church in the pandemic. A friend of mine shared the video with me and was like, you have to watch this, because this particular episode that he was providing his commentary on hit home for me, as it was the family church that I grew up in. So it was from that moment, and I remember it was October of 2020. And it hit home for me because at that time it was the height of COVID. And although I was no longer a member of this church, I still had family members that were still pretty much, very much a part of it, 4 generations. So it was very emotional for me. But in all that I received from his comedic commentary, who knew that that would be the lure that God would use to pull me in. And that's how my journey started. So I started as a viewer, ended up becoming a patron, and now I am a member, as I stated. I had no idea that I still had so much, as he coins the term, church brain, that still needed to be uprooted. So what Reformation has done for me, what the LRL platform Patreon has done for me, has been transformational. I was so over church. And I know many have kind of shared and expressed the same thing in this community. But I was over church because I knew it just had to be something so much more to what life was. I saw it as oppressive, and what Dr. Reid has given to me and so many others in this community is experiencing the divine of who we are, the divine being of who God is, in a way that was so limiting from church. And so that is what Patreon, as well as being a part of Reformation Church of Atlanta, has done for me. But it was the lure of his Facebook Lives. And I'll be honest, there were times where I would cringe because my brain sometimes couldn't fathom some of the comedic ways in which he would present topics, but he presented topics that oftentimes the church wouldn't talk about. Things that were oppressive, astrology, sex, things that were often deemed as witchcraft or dark, but yet those are things that were taken from us, that suppressed us, that limit us. And so his teaching, the nuggets and his wisdom from his commentary has been so transformational for me, so life-changing. And so I offer anyone who finds themselves like at the crossroads of just like, it has to be more, like there has to be more than life. It is. It is. This community has helped me to embrace the mystical side of who I am, begin to understand that of what I was called to do, the divine being that I am, to walk boldly in who I am because of who Dr. Reid is and how freeing he is and how bold he is. It allows and has created those same sacred spaces for so many others. So, and that's been my testimony and my journey. I have changed in so many ways for the good in all aspects of my life, from emotional, spiritual, and financial. Let me tell you, that whole financial wellness plan is a game changer. It has been life-changing. That is who I am. Dr. Reid, thank you for your complete and total yes, and for all that you continue to do.
Looking for a vibrant community where faith meets empowerment? Welcome to the LRL community on Patreon. Here you'll gain access to our financial wellness plan to level up your money game and build your immune system, health and wellness lifestyle plan to keep your health in check. But that's not all. With the groundbreaking AIR project, we're creating jobs in Africa beginning in Ghana. Plus, you'll unlock insider tips from senior executives across industries. And the best part? Be part of daily prayers, weekly coaching sessions with Dr. Larry Reid himself, and so much more. It's time to connect, grow, and thrive. Get the apps, grab the merch, and join us at patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Let's build something amazing together. The LRL community is waiting for you.
All right, everybody, take a moment and hit like because we are live on the main platform. So we need your participation. So there's many people as possible who will want to share with us on Sunday morning. We'll be able to get this in their news feed and we'll be able to see it. Whenever I come on the main platform and I'm not discussing something that is happening in the culture or responding to something that has happened online that is salacious or something that is just drama filled and just that thing is in it that people like to consume, people don't get to see our lives. But if you will hit the like, that will make it to where they will be able to do it. I will not be able to be with you for a long, protracted time this morning because I have a meeting right after this live. I do believe it is at 11, and I'm going to need that hour between 10 and 11 to sort some things. So I'm going to need for you to put your ears on and listen really, really good. I'm going to go really fast. And after I finish the prayer part and I go into the teaching, the prophetic teaching and the coaching aspect, we can have a moment where we are able to support the MBN network, the efforts that we're doing with the Africa is Rising project. and you'll be able to sow and seed into this ministry. And you can do it at 4 different levels, because all of us, we're at different levels of our faith and different level of our finances. And those of you that will be supporting with the super seed this morning, a super seed this morning of $688.88, that will help our efforts. And just to give some kind of clarity on what we are doing here in this ministry, we are about to take on something that is going to be several hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we need to complete it. I want to complete it by the end of the year, and I want you to help me do it. And if you're watching, you say, I'm going to help. And you can write it off on your taxes. Supersede $688.88. Those of you that are going to be supporting us there, of course, you know, I'm going to contact you and I'm going to give you the prophetic word. Those of you that did it last Sunday and this past Wednesday, I haven't been able to get to you. And I'm pretty sure you know why. A whole lot I had to do on this week. But I'm going to do those, and I do mine pretty quickly. So you should be able to get that before Wednesday come. God be able to finish everything. And then those of you that are doing stakeholder level, $388.88. Shamako, which is our lead prophet outside of me, is going to be calling you to give you the prophetic word. And he may dance around and call some of the rest of you that do it at the high performer level, because it's your level of faith and finances, and at the partner level. And I want everybody that tune in to support our efforts at the partner level with a tax deductible donation of $88.88. You can't do that. Let's get as close as possible. And when you donate, in the memo section, make sure you put your phone number and then put the open eye seed. The open eye seed. Well, what is that, Larry? Well, keep listening. You're going to understand, but don't sow it right now. Wait until you get some of the spiritual implications where you can sow with that consciousness and with that awareness and really unlock your sight. All right, so we're about to get started. I have to review for like 10 minutes Optimization October, because somebody may just be watching for the first time. Let me look in the chat. Who is watching for the first time? I see you saying not before us long, allegedly. Well, I don't have a choice because I have a meeting and I got a few things I have to do. Yeah, I won't be on long. And we're on the public platform. So typically I move pretty quick when we're on the public platform. When we're by ourselves, I just get laid back in the conversation, fold my arms, and then we here for 10 hours before I know it. All right, aimless, what's wondering? Okay, aimless, wonder. I don't like your name. Aimless wonder is not great spiritual navigation. You may need to consider changing that name, because every time I say your name, aimless wonder, I'm creating a wonder in your spirit, a wonder in your path, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so look at changing that. Oh, you say I like to hike. I got you. I understand. Okay, so who else is a first timer that is in the chat? First timer. I'm not going to be here long. I'm not going to be here long at all. I'm going to do it pretty quick as quick is on October the 19th, 2025. Okay. Well, let me know who else is in here that's a first timer. See, optimization begins with the opening of the eye. If you can't see, then you cannot begin to make the alterations and the upgrades, manage the shifts, and you also can't architecturalize and project in the future if you ain't got no eyes. I want you to put in the chat, I have eyes to see. And I'm not talking about the eyes that's in your dome piece, but I'm talking about spiritual eyes. Spiritual eyes. I see first timers. What's up, T? Spiritual eyes. Put in the chat, I have eyes. Tamara, you called that. I said as quick as my quick is. All right, so put in the chat, I have eyes. I have eyes. See, optimization begins with the opening of the eye. When your eyes are open, then optimization can begin, because that moment you begin to see. And I define optimization early on. And if you want to get all of the notes from the 1st of October all the way until before today, You can text the word reformation to 404 999 7527. If you want the notes, because I'm not going to be able to go over it and I get stuck, 404 999 7527. Type the word Reformation. A PDF was done by DM Pear. I think it's great. We talked about optimization. Then last Wednesday, we had an interruption in our normal breakdown, and I began to talk about the optimization of the soul. So that is inside of those notes for the first part of the month. Listen, it's game-changing notes, and it's going to shift your thinking. So if you want those notes, make sure you're signed up to our text feature, because we're going to send it out in a text. Kendall, please remind me before I go to sleep. We're going to send that out, and it is great, and I love the construction of it. So if you want it, text the word Reformation to 404 999 7527 for these free notes for the first part of this teaching. I may not be able to get into everything that I have been discussing this whole time as relates to optimization. So, optimization October, the prophetic word for the month is this right here. Every necessary separation and essential preparation for optimization is completing Operation Optimization for an outstanding October filled with opportunity. Now, that was the word of the Lord on what date? October the 1st. Listen, every necessary separation and every essential preparation for optimization is completing Operation Optimization for an outstanding October filled with opportunity. In October, open your heart and allow your soul to overflow with this optimism as you're refining systems for efficacy, effectiveness, and efficiency. This month, oh my God, can you hear that fix? This month marks the space that compromises are exposed, inefficiencies are cut, clarity comes, and future readiness begins. You're getting ready for a future that is unfolding. Necessary separations have happened, Spirit said October the 1st, and will continue to occur. And then these statements were made by the Spirit, and I wrote them down. Streamline, strategize, right size, organize, prioritize, fireproof, and future-proof your family, business, health, and your wealth. And this is the base definition for optimization. Optimization is the intentional process of refining, restructuring, and removing what is unnecessary so that what remains operates at its highest capacity with efficacy, effectiveness, and efficiency. And our base scripture is still Genesis 12. This scripture began to speak to us in June when we moved out of the month of May, and that was the month of mastering the mouth. And June became the sacred middle. And the Holy Ghost said that we're entering a spiritual hallway. And then I got called into taking over the prayer line. And I began to pray. Spirit said, I'm praying you out of one space to another space. And I'm getting some stuff out of your house and out of your ministry and out of your community. And I began to take that on. Then we ran from June to July the 20th, and we got a new theme that talked about the global shift and becoming architects of the future. And we stayed in that teaching all of the month of August. And then September the 1st, we went into a deeper understanding of shifting. And the theme of that month was successful shiftings in September. And we were led by two energies called change and also pivot. And we began to experience that. And then when October came, said, okay, now all this shifting that has happened, this change and these pivots, it's time to optimize them. And we've been in this optimization since then. So all of this was dumped on us before we began to experience the month of October. And ladies and gentlemen, let me say this, and I've said it before, and I'm saying it again, and I'm saying it to myself, because the person that teach hears twice. You can hear from Spirit and then begin to live your life and act like if you don't put that word deep down inside, you won't be able to properly apply if you do not program yourself with what he said. Because the way life come at you like this, you'll become reactive. You'll become retaliatory. You may even blow up something that ain't supposed to be blown up, because life just life and you're human. So programming yourself with the word is extremely important. I'm so sorry, y'all might yawn a couple of times. It's extremely important. When you program your mind and condition your mind with it, then you'll be able to peep it when it comes up. And you guys, I'm telling you, that is some serious intentional work that you have to do. You may still react, blow up, or do whatever you do. But if that seed has been planted in you after the smoke clear, you're going to make what you can make right, and you settle and you find yourself sitting back with that word. So now this optimization is happening now, and we are initiating it, the intentional process of refining, restructuring, and removing what is unnecessary so that what remains operate at its highest capacity and efficacy, effectiveness, and efficiency. Now, he left Abraham, Genesis 12, left, but Hagar and Lot was disturbing effectiveness, efficiency, and efficacy. And so we have been in a constant process of removing these Lots and these Hagars out of our life, out of our business, and maybe even out of our consciousness. And that's what we've been doing. Spirit said this on October the 1st, that the teaching, this is sort of a syllabus for the whole month. We want to talk about pruning what drains, streamlining our systems, right-sizing our circle, fireproofing our finances, and future-proofing our family. Jesus. Organize for efficiency, prioritize what produces, discern with open eyes, strengthen your health, and seed for more sight. Now, we've done number 1, number 2, number 3, and today, before I close, I will finish fireproofing your finances. I'm going to tell you what fireproofing is, and then talk about fireproofing your finances. And then next week, I may try to do this Wednesday too, but I think Wednesday I may go into optimization of relationships. We'll get into number 5 through 10. We're a little bit behind schedule because last Wednesday we went a different way. But I will get to number 10 before the last day that we're together in the month. All right. All right. Was that an easy review for everybody? Was that an easy review for everybody? I hope it was. I went pretty quick. So let me go a little bit farther in causing you to understand optimization. Now, optimization, it means to make something function at its best, highest possible level. It means to refine and to restructure and reallocate. So when you hear reallocate, I want you to think about resources. In October, it's important to do the reallocation of your resources. And the reason why you're doing this refining and this restructuring and the reallocation of your resources is so that you can have, Lord, I'm going to have y'all sleep. I'm yawning so darn much. What time is it? Over there is 8, but over here is like 4 something. And I don't think I got all my sleep out. Lord lamb. So optimization means to make it function at its highest, best possible level. And that means you're going to have to refine, and you have to restructure and reallocate your resources so that there is maximum output with minimal waste. I believe the winds of change are attempting to blow away from our money management waste. Now, hold up, Reid. I'm really good with management. Look, and ain't nobody hold to they used to say, they'll take $1 and hold it so tight that it turned to 10. And that's still true. But The spirit that's behind that holding is management. It's no longer fear. It used to be fear. I used to have this strange thing with money to where I felt like it was sinful. So I typically would just give it all away. And I'm not going to say, because life just taught me, that every drop of that is gone, but I did a whole lot of work around it. So your budgeting and your reallocation is about getting rid of waste. It is not trying to economize, meaning, okay, my rent is $1,000, or all my bills come to $1,500, and I make $200 a month. So if I keep cutting back, then it's going to make that cushion bigger, and that's just not how it works. You should not look at your money in the state that it is only. You should look at your money in the headspace of where it is meant to go and be. So your budgeting is not being done with the consciousness of the shape and size of the money that you have. You are reallocating and you are restructuring the world, the budgeting around your money. You're doing all that so that it is in its most optimum, best function for where you are going, not where you are. See, when you're looking at that $2,200 and the bill's coming to $1,500 a month, you're looking at where you are. But if you look at that $2,200 you're making and you look at where you want to be in 10 years, then you are going to probably take that $1,500 and make sure you trim the fat. And the fat that you trim, you're going to take that and you're going to throw it into the future and invest into where you are going. Remember, the seed sower and the investor is the same person. The seed sower and the investor is the same person. That's why I teach both of them, because I have seen people sow. And before you know it, it's 10 years, 20 years, and they have few assets. They're light in their portfolio, and it's because they think it all supposed to happen with the seed. No, it starts with the seed. It all starts with the seed, but the seed by itself ain't gonna make it happen. Let me say it again. The seed by itself is not gonna make it happen. Let me say it again. The seed by itself is not gonna make it happen. And I repeat, the seed by itself is not going to make it happen. You have to have an investor's consciousness so that you can begin to get into the kind of habit and the kind of function and the kind of postures that are proper for the growth of your money and the management of wealth, you see. So you need both consciousness. You need the mindset of the sower and you need the mindset of the investor, shaking hands and partnering as it relates to your money. So I call that the process, not just simple budgeting, but right sizing, because you're looking at the future where you want to go, what you want to produce, and then you are making adjustments to your money, right sizing. That may mean liquidating some things. Why you got 3 cars? They wanted you. You got 2 feet, 2 hands. Why you got 4 cars? They don't make no sense. Liquidate. Get rid of some of that stuff. Now take that money and cast it into the future. That's right sizing. I got money bleeding out of my life for what? And this, I don't need this no more. It's one of me. Why am I in this 7,000 square foot house? Because I just want, it's been my dream. Okay, that's the American dream, which is an American nightmare. You need to dream another dream. To get the American dream, you're going to have to do it a way that America don't teach you. And you're going to need to right size. So then you can invest in this multi-family unit. You can invest in gold over here. You can invest in this artwork over here. You can invest more into your insurance over here and just be able to get prepared for where you want to go. So when you get that magic number, whatever it is, some of you is 70, some of you is 60, some of you is 58, you'll be able to continue to live a great lifestyle off of the money you're making off of your money, you see. So it is important for you to embrace this refining and restructuring and reallocation of your resources for maximum output with minimal waste. Mm-hmm. Optimization. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters, and doing what matters better, and doing what matters sharper, and doing what matters cleaner. It's not about doing more. The optimization, it's about taking what is and begin to make that thing produce efficacy, effectiveness. What are the three? Efficacy, effectiveness, and efficiency. Thank you. So optimization is a spiritual engineering process, and it's diagnostic. Blech. Y'all know how my tongue do. And it's diagnostic. So it's prophetic and it's diagnostic. Let me see what you're saying in the chat. I was looking at myself. I don't know why I do that. All right. I see y'all repeating some of the things I'm saying. So you're helping me teach in the chat. Thank you so much. You're helping me teach in the chat. Mm-hmm. All right. So are y'all ready to get deeper into this conversation now? Are you ready? Have your whistles been wet? And are you ready to get more into this? All right, we're going to go more into this right now. But let me say some prayerful statements to set the atmosphere and set your conscience to go deeper. Being that this is Sunday, this day is ruled by the sun. So let's begin to say some things. Father of light, Father of all illumination, making creator of all worlds. There are more stars in the sky than grains of sand in all of these different galaxies. That God that hung them all and caused them to shine. We call upon the source of all intelligence, divine super intelligence. We acknowledge the concept called God, the principle called God, the power called God. In Jesus' name, we invoke. We invoke that spirit, that all-knowing spirit, to fill us in this moment and begin to educate us and cause us to be increased in the world of our thinking. He's here now. Feel him. He's here. So today we gather underneath that divine frequency and we align and harmonize with that vibratory frequency. The vibratory frequency that is upon this day is that of the sun. So we call forth illumination in our thinking and illumination in our thought. Mm-hmm. We say, reveal things unto us in this day. Let the light come on in our understanding. That sunlight in this Sunday. I call forth the illumination into your consciousness to fill every space in your mind and in your brain. And I say every part of your mind and your brain that was touched this week with confusion or distortion, that the light that is in Jesus Christ, the light that the Son of God and the sun in the sky that belongs to God has, begin to blow, begin now to shine upon you and upon me in the world of our consciousness right now. And it is so. And the divine truth that is everywhere at the same time rise as a morning light on this Sunday in our consciousness as we are sitting here hearing prophetic information chatter and teaching concerning optimization in October. Thank you that that light runs through our mind into the corners and exposing the shadow self. And our clarity is beginning to be restored now in Jesus' name. I call forth the light of divine consciousness and command it to saturate every aspect of your being. And I give God glory, honor, and praise that now you are filled with this light. You're centered under the sun, in the sun, on this Sunday. I call the spirit of order to begin to recalibrate and restructure in every part of your mind touched with confusion and distortion. low vibratory frequencies is being restored now in Jesus' name. I command the recalibration. I command the recalibration. I push out of you that jittery feeling, that uneasiness that seeped in through what you heard, what you saw, what occurred, what they said to you, what they did to you. In Jesus' name, you change the internal narrative now. Glory. The internal narrative has been changed now by the Son on this day. The S-O-N of God and the S-U-N of God. And it is so now in Jesus' name. And I speak into this spiritual ecosystem and I command divine equilibrium. A balance will begin to happen under the sun that's in the sign of Libra. I balance you in your psyche. Now, it's happening now in Jesus' name. Ashe is what we say because we come out of Africa. And that means I manifest this for me now. So in Jesus' name, Ashe. And it is so. Amen. And as a community, we say aho. And that is plugged into our indigenous nature, the first people. And that literally means as a community, we affirm this. So in Jesus' name, Ashe, aho, and then amen. And that's our Christian seal on our prayers. Okay? Whew, okay, now. Y'all ready to get deeper into the teaching? All right? Let's see what y'all saying. Okay. All right, so let's go a little bit further. So optimization is a spiritual engineering process. I've been spiritually engineered into the best, most optimum aspect of myself, my money self, my physical self, my emotional self, my financial self. I'm being optimized. Are you hearing me? So the spirit is trimming. This is optimization. The spirit is pruning. The spirit is getting rid of the unnecessary, you see. The spirit is getting rid of the thing that does not plug into your purpose properly. There used to be a game me and my sisters play. It was a white box and had a black screen and all these pegs. And we'll take these little pegs and there was a bright light behind there. And you make it, I don't know what it was called. Was it bright light? Why's that coming to my mind? And we'll put it in there. And sometimes the manufacturer did not follow the rules. And the peg won't be shaped right, and we couldn't get it in. And when we try to get it in, we break it. Now we got to ask mom and daddy to get us another bright light. Is that the name of it? I'm looking in the chat. Light bright? I think that's what it was, a bright light. Light bright. So I said it backwards. But y'all remember what it was. So it's extremely important that we allow the optimization so we are a fit for the future. And not a misfit. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So heaven is auditing every aspect of your life so that there can be precision everywhere. Heaven is auditing your alignments. Who are you aligned with? What are you aligned with? Does it align with what you were born to do? Yes or no? Answer that question in your head. Are you living in the right location for your assignment? Are you in the right state? Are you on the right side of town and in the right zip code? Are you listening to the right person? Remember, the person in your ear affects your year. So heaven is auditing your alignments and your associations. And the assignments you have said yes to, do they align with your ultimate assignment? See, there is an assignment that comes upon you that is a part of a bigger picture. And you got to make sure you're saying yes to the right assignment. Your attachments, who are you attached to? Heaven is auditing your attachments because heaven wants you to properly produce the purpose for which you were born with precision. This is heaven's way of doing divine quality control. My mom, she worked at a factory for many years before she started her own business. And I remember her having the conversation all the time when she came home, whether she done what she was supposed to do or did more. When she did more, it was called production. But that they produced, that was, I guess, their bottom line. That was just your job to do what the company needs you to do. But when you go far and beyond, they call that production. This is what the Spirit is trying to do. The Spirit is willing and wanting all of us to get into that space where we are producing this efficacy, but producing in a way to where it offsets waste, effectiveness, and efficiency. Upping the quality of what we are producing, and then producing or making production, as my mom used to say. Are you hearing me? And that quality control also is about making it to where what you are doing and who you are matching. There is no world of prosperity. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many assets you got. There is no world of prosperity where hypocrisy lives in. So if you are a hypocrite, you just got money. You ain't prosperous, because prosperity is internal and external. Heaven unto us and unto me and those I serve. You can never be a hypocrite. I ain't saying you got to tell everybody all your business, but what I am saying, you can't wear masks, because my anointing and one of my main prophetic and ministry tools is transparency. Transparency is a tool that I use to defeat all my enemies. That's why none of my enemies can stand against me, because I use the tool transparency. Most people aren't transparent, and they are dancing with hypocrisy. It's not them just being private. No, they're dancing with hypocrisy. And prosperity says, I don't want no part. It can't be, because prosperity begins in the internal world and then to the exterior. But you can have money. You can have businesses. This is capitalism, y'all. Just work the system. But what we want to do is prosper and be in good health. Now, that's what I want. Let me see the hand of everybody who wants prosperity and not just money, things, big portfolio, houses, and cars. I want prosperity. I want prosperity. Let me see your hand now. Hey, although we're on the public platform, I got to hold up my quickness. We'll just cut them down some if I can. There you go. I see a hand. Let me see your hand if you want prosperity. I don't want things. I don't want opportunities. I don't want rubbing shoulders with the elite. And I have this great, beautiful 10,000 square feet house in Dubai, and another one in South Africa, and another one that I have over there in Zimbabwe, and the flat that I have in the air in Nigeria. No. What I want is prosperity. And that means that I am going to have to align inside. I'm going to have to submit and commit to this spiritual engineering process called optimization. I'm going to have to be a yes to the diagnosis. Heaven is diagnosing what is wrong with you. And I want maybe I shouldn't use the word wrong, because optimization. So having this auditing and looking at the thing that don't work no more for you. Here you go. I like that. I don't really like that wrong, but we use it. But for the sake of teaching, I want you to feel, I want to trigger up your church brain. I want you to stay in spirituality and not go into condemnation and trying to check boxes. It don't work for you no more. I'm not stopping it because them over there said it's sin. I'm not stopping it because they over there say it ain't right. I'm not stopping it because them over there say that ain't what we do as church people. I'm not doing it because it doesn't work anymore for me. I've laid up with so many married women. I've laid up with so many married men. I'm talking for you, because it ain't my story. But I've laid up with so many. I've done it this way. I've done it that way. I did it, but did it work for you? No. So you're stopping it because it doesn't work for you anymore. That's why. I don't need no Bible to tell me that. We know what the Bible said. Amen. We're complete. But I am not doing adultery, fornication, usury. I'm not doing the debauchery, not because of what no book said. The whole concept of a book leading you, it comes out of white evangelical or Western and Eurocentric Christianity and other Abrahamic religions. This is how I want you to look at religion. I want you to look at religion as the beginning of spirituality that you graduate out of. You may at base, like me, still be a Christian. At base, I really embrace quite a bit. I love this praying 5 times a day that they do in Islam here in Dubai. So I embrace that. But all of those systems of learning about God and the self should be graduated now. And you're just no longer attracted to what doesn't work for you. I don't need nobody tell me what sin is and what ain't. I know one thing. The sin is, and this is according to one of the Gnostic Gospels, which is just one of the writings they decided not to put in the King James Version after it was discovered, a piece over here, a piece over there, that book of Thomas and the book of Mary Magdalene. You'll understand the only sin there is to look for power and divinity outside the self, ignoring the power and the divinity inside the self. Oh, and that's what Jesus said to them. You hear that? Are you listening to that? Got it. So what no longer works for me, I'm not being a part of that. Not because she said it, they said it, you said it, or it's written here or written there. What I'm talking about is relationship with the self and relationship with God. Who ain't a Christian, who ain't a Muslim, who don't practice Judaism, who doesn't practice what the rest of them, Hinduism. We're talking about God. 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 And his spirit lives in me. And God is not sitting in heaven. God is sitting in you. And when that spirit in you talk to you, touch your neighbor, say, consult the spirit. When that spirit that is in you talk to you, it will tell you what doesn't work for it. See, God is in you as himself, expressing himself as you. And the spirit will let you know that doesn't work for us. That doesn't work for this partnership. Are you hearing me? So deepen your relationship with God where he lives. Where? In you. You're not looking for him over there. You're getting down in him. So there's no such thing as being separated from God. It's a lie. And the scripture try to explain this to you. To my, he's married to the backslider. It's impossible. You can't be separated from God except you're separated from yourself. Who separates from themselves unless it's somebody who's mentally insane and dealing with dissociative disorder? He's in you. He lives in you. You are not by yourself. You are not alone. Got to do in order to appease him. He already in you. Activate, realize, work with, partner with him. That's the reason why I don't do the things I don't do no more. Because what? It no longer works for me. Being sexually promiscuous no longer works for you. That job no longer works for you. So Spirit comes in October and says, we're about to optimize all this in. Audit. Heaven audit. Heaven audit. Audit. Let's do some quality control and look around here and make sure everything matching the level, the future that we're going into, matching what we say we are. Spirit talking to you about don't betraying your seed. You're going to sow a seed today and you're going to name it the open eye seed. And then you're going to walk away and do stuff that close your eye. See, that's what got to be fixed because that's messing up your future. Ain't no demon involved, ain't no devil involved. It's you. You're messing it up. You're not keeping your own word to yourself as it relates to this here. See, optimization, diagnostic and prophetic. We're talking about the diagnostic element now. Heaven is auditing, diagnosing the problem. What no longer works? So we got to minimize that waste. Efficiency, effectiveness, efficacy. Got to minimize the waste. Abraham left and was well on his way, but he was too heavy. Hagar, Lot, got to go. Too heavy. Wasn't aligned. See, the diagnosis shows where things are out of alignment. The prophecy announces what happens once alignment, is restored. What? The diagnosis shows where things are out of alignment. The prophecy is announcing optimization October. We have to look at that as a diagnosis and something prophetic. The prophecy announces what happens once alignment happens. And we want the optimization. Once you optimize, your discernment gets sharper. Once you optimize, you redeem time. That time you lost running around the same circle. One of the worst curses of all time that many people are under is called the cycle of sameness. So it's the same thing all the time, every time. That's a curse. So in optimization, you get to redeem that time you wasted circling sameness. When you get optimized, your connections get clarified and cleared. When you get optimized, your results, they accelerate. We want the optimization. In that prophecy, I said a few words. Well, Spirit said a few words I wrote. Streamline, strategize, right size, organize, prioritize. Can you put it in the chat? Streamline, strategize, right size, organize, prioritize. Now, all these are things that happen under optimization. Y'all know how my speech is. So this happens sometimes. Streamline, strategize, right size, organize, prioritize. All of that happens up under optimization. So streamline, that means to cut the unnecessary steps and simplify systems. I prophesy automation. If you embrace automation, you probably can stop paying 2 or 3 people in those contracts and free them to go do something else. Strategize. Focus energy on what moves the whole mission forward. That's what we're putting our focus on, what makes movement. Right size. That means adjust people, partnerships, and projects to fit the new assignment that's connected to the future. That's what we right sizing our money. We're right sizing everything attached to us. We're adjusting, editing even people, partnerships, and projects that do not fit the future. Organize. All of this is up under optimization. Organize. That means bring order to chaos. What is the chaos? The lack of structure. See, when you organize, that means you name, number, and structure everything. Name, number, and structure everything. Name, define, number, pecking order, hierarchy, and structure everything. That's bringing order to chaos. You can get a lot of stuff done, even with being not too well of an oiled machine. And many of us have done that. That time is over. It's time now to optimize. Prioritize less one. Put purpose over being popular. Put purpose over being heard. Put purpose over telling your side. Put purpose over being retaliatorative. Retaliatorative. Let me make it up as I feel it. Put purpose over everything. And put productivity, over performance. Well, this is what we're going to do. I just love creating this. We love to have this gala over here. Reformation ain't going to be the same this year because we always do it this way and we're just married to it. Nope. That's a performance. It's not productive. Why are you going to go online and tell them about whatever it is you're dealing with, walking through an experience? Tell the truth. It's not going to be productive. What's that going on in there? It's not going to be productive. You just want to perform. Come on now. You don't want to sit down and have a conversation with them because it is going to actually be productive. You're just doing it so it can be said that you had to sit down and y'all talked about it. But it's not productive. It's a performance. So prioritization is saying, okay, cut all that out, that performance and that desire to be popular and desire to be heard and tell your side. Focus on your purpose and be productive. I know that's hard. I know. Been there, did that. But hear me when I say. Are y'all hearing me? Ooh, this sleep got to go somewhere. But this ain't gonna work. I don't know. Is it the glasses? Is these sleep frames? Oh, wait a minute. I think this is sort of giving me a dim, dark room, a cozy couch. Natchez, give me something else. That's what it is. I feel like I'm starting to wake up. Bring about 2 or 3 glasses that'll work, because this one here is putting me to bed, cheering. What is happening? Yep, that's sleep. Y'all laughing at me, ain't you? This is me, y'all. Natchez! Thank you. I need to put these on my face when I'm trying to go to sleep, because this makes me it's making me too calm to be teaching and talking. No. All right. Y'all laughing at me. At me. uh, okay. So in short, okay, let me see how this make me feel. Them make me feel like I'm going to sleep. Oh, this better. Yeah, this better. Okay. Oof. Y'all about to be out of here. Them friends are about to send me to slobber. You know, it's the good sleep when you got that drool coming out of your back. Ooh, where was I at? Oh my God. All right, let me get back to what we're talking about. All right. So in short, optimization is intentional stewardship of time, energy, my talent, my treasure, my money to prepare for manifestation. All of what I said for the last 15 minutes. In short, optimization is intentional stewardship of time, talent, treasure. You know, I like to do them when I use one word, I like to make it all start with the same letter. You have to remember it. Optimization is intentional stewardship of time, talent, and treasure to prepare for manifestation. You get aligned with what's coming in the future. All right, so let's go back to our to-do list so we can knock one of these out today. It's 9:05. Where y'all at? We're supposed to be out here at 10. Let's not remember Genesis 12. In light of everything I'm teaching, go back and keep reading Genesis 12. Every time you go back, you're gonna see something you ain't saw before. Let's get back to these notes, the to-do list. Now, number 4 is fireproof your finances. Fireproof your finances. Fireproof your finances. Fireproof your finances. Okay? So before I talk about fireproofing your finances, let's just talk about what does it mean to fireproof. Fireproofing in general, it means protecting what you have that God has built through you, that you have constructed from being in a partnership with Spirit. Protecting that. From sudden chaos, in light of where we are, political storms. We're talking about fireproofing in general, but we are on our way to fireproofing your finances. And relational fires. It's just fireproofing in general. Protecting what you got, what God gave you, what you created, what you built from sudden chaos. Political storms. That's why you got to be plugged in what's happening politically, because now it is affecting you locally. And that's why you got to get out there, 2026 Americans, and vote. Be in Atlanta voting going on now. Fireproofing from relational fires. Now let's look at in the world of finances, because that's on our to-do list. That's number 4. Fireproofing your finances. It means protecting what you built in your financial life, your hard work, your savvy, protecting all of that, your finances from sudden fires, economic chaos in your country, emotional, passionate purchasing. That's that consumerism. Unstable partnerships. Whoa. We're talking about your financial life. Unstable or unbalanced partnerships or political storms that threaten to consume your money. Okay, the moment, now had me in your ear as a prophet, which most of you in here do, when you first started hearing me talk about certain things politically that were happening, and you began to see how the current administration would begin, oh my God, how this current administration would begin to sort of like demand certain things from companies that employ so many different people. And if they didn't do right, then they're going to cut off funding. At that moment, you should have been planning your exit. Hell, the moment he said, I swear, January 20th, and became the president, right then you should have started planning your exit. So you learned from that. Now, fireproof what's left. Sudden fire, we said fireproof for sudden fires. These are financial things that just come up. Economic chaos, we are in it. Fireproof from economic chaos. What are you doing right now to fireproof your finances from economic chaos? You don't have to put it in the chat, but I want you to ask yourself that question. What am I doing right now to protect myself from economic chaos? Am I in some form of denial of what is happening? And I just feel like, because it never happened before, that it's not going to get that bad, or it's going to be okay. Even if stuff go down, the government going to bail out the banks, they're going to bail out the cars. We probably going to give us a little $400 check, $700 check, $1,200 check, and we're going to be all right. We'll do that to stimulate the economy. You, ma'am, sir, you are terribly, terribly wrong. Fireproof your finances. And this is not fear-based. I'm not telling you to do any fear-based hoarding. I'm talking about wisdom-based positioning financially. It is not smart to have all your property in one market. Unless, hey, you want to do that, fine. But you shouldn't. And you should be actively investing. You should be actively getting into other markets. All your bank accounts are American based. That great job you got, that lump sum of money that you got, you didn't fireproof it. Now look back on it. Gone. See, fireproofing keeps your fruit, your progress from turning to ash and being consumed with the fires, those sudden fires. Oh, Lord, y'all, I got to use the bathroom. I drank too much. Look here. Does this happen to anybody else? Nope. I'm 47. I'm not holding this and messing up my spinal cord. Have y'all ever held it so much to where it seemed like it was going to cut you from the rooter to the tutor? I'm not about to do that. I'm about to use the bathroom right now. I'll be right back. Y'all listen to this while I'll be back.
It's really real, a little too much for me. Wanna thank you for the life you give me, steps I take, really is amazing to me. Always there for me, God, it really don't play about me. about me. God really don't play about me. God really don't play about me. No, he really don't play about me. Really don't play about me.
All right, man. Ooh, a little sharp. Might tear something up. Okay. Fireproofing. I don't want you shouting about the new job, that's new opportunity for wealth, the new acquisition of this property that you're about to flip. I don't want you celebrating this severance that you're going to be getting for the next year while you still get to go work somewhere else. I don't want you celebrating about wealth in one season and then you lose it in the next because you weren't fireproof. Fireproofing keeps your fruit, your progress, your fortune from turning to ash because it gets consumed in the fires of change. And remember, this shift ain't playing with nobody. I've been saying this is the mother of all shifts, and Wednesday I said this is a seismic shift. See, fireproofing also deals with bringing order to your finances. Do you know that disorder attracts devourers? Chaos and money don't go together. Oh, Father. Because the vibratory frequency of chaos and the vibratory frequency of money, they can't harmonize. The chaos creates a spiritual leakage. It creates a financial leakage, excuse me. So if I'm going to fireproof my wealth, my finances, the first thing I need to do is measure or track every stream of income. Track all incoming. Track all outcoming. Fireproofing starts with structure. When you come into the Patreon community, 2 lifestyle plans we recommend for you to get on immediately. Number 1, build your immune system health and wellness challenge lifestyle. That secures your health. But then there's the financial wellness plan. Download the app right now, financial wellness plan. Put it in your app store. You'll see the MBN network attached to it. It's a blue app with white and red lightings like a FP. Download that and begin to follow that structure for the financial wellness plan and do it for a year. You're going to have amazing results. So after you do that year, then go ahead and do it the next year. And eventually it becomes a lifestyle. Then eventually you graduate and you enter the world of free will giving. Yeah. You need to assign every dollar a destination before it goes away from you, before you purchase. I watch my daughters every year when they give them money. I think this last year I gave them like $1,000, something like that. And one of them, you blink, next week she broke. It's because she doesn't know how to give her dollar an assignment and a destination. See, currency, money wants to solve a problem. It don't want to be the problem. It wants to solve the problem. Oh, Lord. Because I got tint on my glasses. This is not working. I'm going to be went to slept. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Give your dollar a destination. Give your dollar a destination. Give your dollar a destination. Give it an assignment, something to fix, something to do. You must count your money. Some of you sitting right here listening to me right now, You don't know how much money you have. Yes, I do, because I'm about to do this seed right now. So sacrifice for me, $88.88. You looking at what's in that one account. You don't know how much money you have. So if you start thinking about money has to have a mission, and money has to, for lack of better words, be given a destiny or destination. It changes your relationship with your money. You don't end up becoming a consumer and just buying, buying, buying. You begin to think about, how can I make this dollar work for me? See, when you take it to Nike, Foot Locker, when you take it to Macy's, when you take it to Louis Vuitton, when you take it to Christian Louboutin, listen. You move away from that. And you start thinking, how can I make this dollar work for me? Because when I go to them stores and I pay, that's it. I just have a product. You got to count your money. Count your money. Name it one by one. Assign every dollar before you even leave the house to go towards that mall, that boutique. And every single 30 to 45 days, sit down with your budget and see if there's something you don't need. You look at what you have used all month long in your money, your account. Look at what is in there and begin to make some changes. Okay, I'm only doing DoorDash 3 times a week from now on. That's it. I'm only doing DoorDash 3 times a week from now on. I'm not doing it every single day. Then I'm going to look at what I did last month, and then I'm going to look at, if I finish this month, how much I did not use. And then I'm going to take that amount of money out of my account, and I'm going to take it and I'm putting it in some crypto, some stock, some dividend. I'm putting it in something that can pay me later on. That's fireproofing. Whatever isn't counted can grow. Count your money so you can grow your money. I said count your money so you can grow your money. Are you hearing me? Right. Ask your money where it wants to go. Y'all know money is, oh my God. If I say this, somebody gonna clip and mess with it. But I want you to view money like a person. Ask money what it want to do. Let me get out of that. Fireproofing your money also deals with diversification. That's a hard one. Let me ask y'all then. Do you think it's smart to depend on one river? If you were a plant, would it make sense to depend on the rain? Or are you also depending on someone to come and water you? You have a company and Tom is you call him your main client, but we find out that main client you're making $15,000 a month and just living. Uh-oh, I know some people like this. If your contract ends suddenly, 2 weeks out, a week out, or whatever the agreement is, now you're bothered, you're upset, and you're trying to make somebody wrong because you have not done what you were supposed to do. Never depend on one river. Well, read the story of Adam and Eve. Now, according to the biblications, the scripture says God gave Adam rivers in Eden. That's why these streaming incomes you need to get hold of this and really get programmed with this. Because you're supposed to do the hard work by yourself. Are you hearing me? So fireproof through diversification. Get into other rivers. Ecclesiastes 11:1, ain't lying. Streaming online. That's a new river. That business that you have started, that is a new river. That investment property, that is, God gave Adam rivers. We will not depend on one river. No. Royalties, digital assets. And this is why you have this in Ecclesiastes 11 said. So if one dry up, you still can work the other one. Maintain multiple streams. So that if one dry up, you can still live. All right. Another way to fireproof is with wisdom. Having a council. Look at here. We just developed the advisory council. Having a council, it can help you not to make foolish decisions or financial decisions that then act as an accelerant. You ever put on a outside doohickey, a grill? You do it to the cold stuff, and then you take that lighter fluid, and it accelerates everything. You need wisdom in your ear. Let me tell you why you need wisdom in your ear. Because you call wisdom or talk to wisdom. I'm upset. I just can't take it anymore. And the wisdom on the other end of the phone listens to you, understands you, and then extinguishes this emotional fire with a few words. A lot of you have emotional fires, emotional bouts, and you don't reach out to nobody. You sit with it by yourself. How you don't know you crazy? That's number one I want to ask. Wisdom around finances extinguishes these emotional fires. Because some of you, the moment you get upset, you want to go shopping and make yourself feel better. The moment you get upset, you want to go out to get some drinks for you to feel better. Yeah. That's a problem. Let me tell you something. When you're emotionally high or emotionally low, don't do nothing with your money. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat with that. If you're emotionally high or if you are emotionally low, don't touch your money. You're talking about wisdom. Start to study the markets. Start studying the laws and the taxes before you invest. Seek prophetic and professional counsel. And don't go asking for their insight. And then when you asking them, you already shaping the answer you want them to give you. No. Somebody come the other day and said, should I fight for my marriage? I said, absolutely not. I said, focus on moving forward. And they were like, well, I've never, I'm chasing her and she's not chasing me back. This has never happened to me and she's just gone. I'm not that kind of person. She's going to be gone. She's going to be gone forever. I said, okay, so was this love or what? What is this? Is ego? The need to manage her and the children? What the hell is that? That don't make any sense to me. Fireproof and still, and we're going to finish in 2 minutes. I'm going to try to, y'all. I'll be telling the story. Fireproof your family and your community. How do I do that? Fences. Go back to the teaching in February. I'm going to move faster. Another example of fireproofing is preparation. I hear the Spirit say we're in preparation. I am in preparation, so I say you're in preparation. See, preparation looks like a sudden quick shift to expose who's ready and who's reckless. When look, this is all in the preparation for what is next. Them sudden shakeups, sudden changes, sudden shifts. They expose who is ready and who is reckless as relates to the future. So fireproofing means to be in the mode of getting ready. Fireproofing saints probably got a 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months of some kind of account where they're holding it in. That's preparation. Investing in things that hold value or increase in value. That's preparation. Because I'm about fireproofing, then we're talking about fireproofing your finances. Get out of high debt. Avoid high debt. And keep, well, that's about the cash, keep your credit optimized. Boy, I wish I had known what the white folk knew a long time ago. They was filing bankruptcy every 7 years. Now I know it, but because of most everything being in my name, like the business cards and stuff, because of my credit, if I would do something like that, it could negatively affect the ministry. So I don't. But credit, if you black and you got it, that's your reparations from America. All right. Oh, I got one more. Fireproofing also deals with covenant. All right. Fireproofing through covenant. What do you mean? Keep your credit optimized. Yeah. Fireproofing through covenant. Connect your money to a covenant, like the teruma, like the tithe, like the seed. Giving, covenant giving, along with your integrity, it keeps your finances free of crazy. When we sow this morning, we're going to be sowing out of a covenant that we're making with ourselves as it relates to our eyes, and we're sowing with the awareness that you are plugged in like a covenant. Like you made a covenant with that. You with MBN, with me, the Taruma. So I want to fireproof my financial future by the Taruma. Fireproof my financial future by the tie. But it don't stop there with the type of seed and the Taruma. Stay consistent no matter what. All right. Woo! I made it through. I'm about to be out of here. I don't know. I think that happened last Sunday too. I think I'm still jet lagged. That's what it is. I'm still jet lagged. Yep, I'm still jet lagged. Now, why will covenant giving causes you protect your finances? Because if you are committed to supporting something that is bigger than you, then in heaven's audit and the universe, especially you consistently sowing, you just got to do your part with your word and don't betray your seed and call that harvest in. Thank you, Radiant Goddess, for becoming a new member. I'm going to be over there this evening, actually. Yeah, I will. I'll be over there this evening. I'm going to be over this evening. The MBN Network has to release a letter in our community in Patreon. And so instead of, I ain't got to go live, I can post it on the members only wall. So yeah. For our closed community viewers and partners. So you may see me over there this evening. Nikki, thank you for your prophecies. Tam Jenkins. See how this community is so populated with prophetic people, authentically prophetic people, not no fake kind of stuff. Really prophetic, meaning they feel it, they see it, sense it, and say it to me. I hear you, Granville. Oh, okay. Terribly. Oh, 2 weeks ago, you have back-to-back visions. Every back-to-back, like 3 of them. Oh, let me tell y'all this. And we're about to do our covenant seeds with ourselves and with our sight. Covenant, it secures your financial future. Where is that thing at? If you want Hold on. Hold on. This is a production. Wait a minute. Give me a little minute, y'all. I got to pay attention to what somebody just sent me. Don't know what it is that I feel. Y'all be telling folks I'm almost out of service. Boy, that church getting you, and it don't like to go. I ain't a bit more ain't no service. And what does that mean anyway? It's about the service of the Lord. Service? Am I going? Is church a plantation? I go there to serve master? Is that where we get that from? Why did I say that? That don't make any sense. It makes no sense. I'm in service to what? The hell? All right. So fireproofing through covenant. What do I covenant seeds? But I was trying to find something because when I said dream to Tamara, oh, here it is. Remember at the top, I said if you want to be involved in some of the stuff we got going on, you want to text to you the teaching in writing where you can read it on your own. The Impaired did it for us. Text the word Reformation to 404-999-7527. Somebody put that in the chat. Now, when you text that, be prepared for 2 texts today. You get 1 text of the notes from prior to today. You're also going to get another text telling you to download or click on a chat GPT that I programmed with everything that's right here for your dreams. I used to interpret dreams like it was part of life guide services for you. I mean, consistently over and over. There's some, I ain't gonna call people names, who work in politics, who work in entertainment, that I interpret their dream, told them the future, and we still have connection to this day. And they actually met me through dream interpretation. If you're watching us, please hit like on Facebook and please hit like on YouTube, please. I want you to have it. So text Reformation to 404. I almost called out my own phone number, 999-7527. Do that, and you'll get 2 texts. Now, when you text there, you're going to also get text when I'm live on for prayer in the morning. You can get text for Wednesday night. So when you text it, be aware of that. If you don't want all that every week, then don't sign up. Because I'm going to be waking you up right before 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to come pray and create the day that you want with me. Okay? So get Larry a cup of coffee quick. I ain't had coffee in a while. I may need it. I can stand a little cleaning out. Because coffee just goes through my system and takes everything with it. It'll help you out a whole lot. How you doing? All right, it's 9:43. I don't want to waste no time. And listen, if you've done the Super Seed last Sunday and Wednesday and you want to do it again, thank you. You're helping us doing what we're doing. We need it. Because whenever I'm out here doing missions, like I was in Ghana, maybe I can't. I done told the Celestial Circle, but I'll wait to tell y'all. I can't wait to announce that it's big. Just paid all the money for the registration for it. Something that we're doing. What we're about to do is the first step into the health care for the children and the women in Ghana. and also the education aspect, because it is our goal to build a hospital, at least one, and to also build a school. But what we're about to do now, we'll be able to start sponsoring the women and the children who are in need of those things and covering their education even before we build it. So I'm terribly excited about that. Terribly excited about that. You should be as well, because you know education is essential for you to advance, and you know that your body needs to be in good health. And me and you are doing that, and it's an amazing thing. All right. All right. Those of you that want to support this ministry right now and our efforts, and if you are going to make a commitment with your site for the latter half of October, better than what you did in the first half, I want you to do this seed and attach to it that promise to yourself of how you're going to be showing up for the rest of the month. You're a Jewish person here enjoying your teaching this morning. I'm growing so much as a person in this community. Oh, that is amazing. I love to hear that. Gramble's new brother. All right. Oh, y'all already using the Dream Chat GPT? If you have used it and it's been a blessing to you, put it in the chat. I've been blessed by it. And there's some other things that we're going to be working on. You know, because sometimes you have to be like, I wonder what Dr. Reid think about that. It's extensive, but we're doing it programming and the artificial intelligence to think like me. Hey, Stephanie. Oh, quite a few of you. Great. Come on, Lashika's youngest son. Come on up and join Patreon. Is that the one that's about to go on a new military assignment? Man, so many of you have used it already. Wow. Mark, is there a way where I can see? I can't see nothing on the other end. I wonder, can you tell how many times it's been used? I've been using the Durham Dream interpretation. It's database. All right, Jeanette. No, the oldest one. Okay, cool. Come on over. He need to get a Patreon, then come over there and so that's the circle with his mama. So when you go on the trip in Ghana, March the 21st to the 29th, he be able to come with you. I'm going to share with my community, yet told them they have to join Larry Pay. Oh, that's nice. Great. So many of you have been using it. Amazing to hear. Oh, that's great. I love that. Miss LaShonda, what does it mean when you have not been dreaming, all of a sudden dreams stop? There'd be seasons like that happen. Don't overthink it. What you can do is before you go to bed to intentionally set your room, your mind, your spirit to connect with spirit while you sleep. I've been super blessed by it. I love that. Okay. All right. It's time to sow, you guys. And I know if you're doing a super seed this morning and you done one last week, and I owe you, but I'm good for it. I am good for it. I will be sending you the prophetic word and recognizing every seed that you have sown into this ministry. Now, let me explain it. 4 levels of giving, because everybody's at different levels of their faith and their finances. Every time you give, it should be a sacrifice. If you can do $88.88 real easy as a open eye optimization seed, that's over there on the right. But here in this community, before we put that seed into the house, we put a seed and feed the mouth. That's on the left. And that goes to Dr. Larry Reid Ministries. It's also tax deductible as well, but that goes directly to me. And thank you for that. I dreamt about my ancestors the other day. It was a council of 12. Wow. The dream interpretation broke it down. That's amazing. Amazing. I pray that you will get to know your angels and you'll get to know your ancestor. The only ancestor you know cannot be, should not be, the Afro-Asiatic Palestinian refugee Jew named Jesus. Let me take this down and say that because it needs to be said. Because the devil is a lie. Whenever you see forefathers in the scriptures, that means ancestors. Ancestors and recognizing ancestors, ancestral veneration is not demonic at all. The very concept is why Jesus is at the center of our spirituality as African Christians or African spiritual light workers. Jesus, we understood when they didn't understand it. Those that made this kind of Christianity, Western Eurocentric Christianity. You need to get to know yourself and God, the spirit that move in you and speak and talk to you. You need to know your angels, the angels of your assignment, and you need to know the ancestors whose prayers you're living out, whose assignment you are completing. Jesus, the Afro-Asiatic Palestinian refugee Jew, is not your only ancestor. All right, make that a clip, Kendall, and put it on IG. All right, let's get back to the worship. All right, let me recognize these seeds and agree with whatever intention is wrapped around your seed. All right, Demetrius says, I've been blessed by it tremendously. I also hear your voice as I'm reading it. That's because my spirit is in it because I created it. And I'm going to continue to make it more robust and more robust. All right, Dr. Marva Morris, thank you so much for sowing the stakeholder seed. And I always enjoy getting your DMs on IG. I got a flag for the ones that people I know, and I answer y'all watch my face. But if y'all are a Celestial Circle, you can just hit me up in WhatsApp directly. Directly hit me up in WhatsApp. I will respond there. That's easy because I may miss it if you're doing it in a whole lot of different places. God bless you, Mother Morris. All right. Travis Patterson, Taruma and Partner C. Listen here. Now, Travis, you ain't got no job. So what are you doing? You swiping credit cards? But let me say this. If your faith is at that level, continue to move like that. If your faith is there. But don't you sow and your faith is not there. What you mean, Reid? You sow and then you be like, oh my God, I know I'm going to do. Now, that's human. You can have a human moment. That ain't what I'm talking about. That's a human moment. But I am not, let me take this down, because this needs to be said, because the devil 10 lies, 159 different deceptions, and 3 not telling the truth. Any pastor or leader that will tell you to go and get a loan and swipe your credit card for a seed needs to be slapped across their face. And after you slap them and they start walking away, run up alongside of them real quick, stick out your leg and trip them. And when they hit the floor, just stomp them just a little bit because they're ragged as hell. They're howling and selfish as hell and only thinking about your vision and what the ministry got to do. No, don't do that. You're not refinancing your home to help me get what we need to do here, there, and everywhere for this church building, for this project, for this event. We're not doing that. Oh, no, we ain't. No. And as a Black community, we will mark the hireling, post their picture and their name, and tell everybody don't give a dime. No, we're not participating. And you have an assignment as a prophetic, as a mystic, as a follower of that Afro-Asiatic Palestinian refugee Jew, that brown man. You following his principles, right? To say something because he's an agent of justice. All right. Kenny, you might need to make that a clip too. I'm just sitting here making IG clips. Oh my God. All right. So let me see here. I guess some of y'all said, look, I ain't doing super seed because you already got to call me prophesy, so I'm doing stakeholder. That's all right. If you've never been on the phone with Shamako prophetically, stakeholder seed your way to the experience. That's the best we can do with that sacrifice of your faith. Such as we have, we give unto you. Mm-hmm. I have dropped my prophecy from Dr. Reid and Shamako in the Dream Guide. Y'all, please try. Really? Oh my God, really? You don't say that done a hack? Yeah. Well, sir. Belta Slain, 2828 Taruma and 88 Open IC. Now, everybody can follow Belta Slain. She stepped out in faith. So let me go ahead and go from this 38. 88. I'm going to do 88. I love this ministry. I want to support it. Let me support it and make sure it's robust. And we out here in the public, so you know there are people in the bushes trying to see, are we still doing the work of the Lord? Have we been affected by this week's attack online, lying on the ministry and me? The answer is no. Thank you, Linda, for Taruma and partner seed of 8888 song. Dorothy Curtis, 3333 Taruma and partner seed 8888 song. Thank you. Dr. Arlisa Biggers Dotson, Taruma, thanking super seed of $688.88 song, supporting what we're doing. Jael's Luz, hold on, your name's something else. Man, what is YouTube doing? $3 Taruma Seed song. Thank you for your transparent. You're teaching me to open up more. Please do, because you cannot walk in power and in the truth of your power wearing a mask that comes from somebody else's past. Somebody need to write that down because that just came up out my face. Thank you. 2888 Taruma song. Thank you for always being a blessing through teaching. God bless you. It's taking your understanding to another level. Wow. That's true. We will ask deceased rabbis for help. We also remember our deceased loved ones every Friday. So that's something that Judaism do. I ain't know that. Every evolving might. 888 Taruma and 8888 Open Eye Optimization Seed song. Thank you. The cloud is being lifted. I can see. Don't you make me run. I can run through this penthouse. Yes, I can. Thank you, William Jones, Taruma, and High Performer Seed. You know what's the High Performer Seed? 18888, I think it is. Thank you so much for your donation. No, yeah, 18888. Thank you, Betty Cox. 8888 Partnership Seed Sown. Thank you. Y'all be bold and vocal about your seed this morning. You say, I got the faith, but I hear you. Okay, I hear you. What y'all laughing at? I must be behind. Tiffany, how are you and your wife? And I said with my full throat, because something I heard this week, homosexuality is not a biblical sin. It ain't. Taruma Tithe and High Performer Open Eye Seeds, sung with gratitude, intention, and focus. And I can't wait to see you teaching the spiritual mystic arts and how the spirit talk to your brain. Thank you so much. And kiss the baby for me, the babies. Thank you, Lashunda. 911. See, y'all, you got to know numerology. How many of you guys follow numerology here on this platform? She doing something on purpose. 911 Taruma offering. And 8888 open my IC with awareness, alertness, and clarity in all areas of life. Thank you so very much. You said, no, that need to be a for Archie. I hear you, Joy. I hear you, Nikki Ojo. I love that. That's so powerful. Thank you, Nicole Victorious, 1888 Taruma, and 8888 Partner Seed Song 4, Past Divorce, New Season Optimization Seed. I see what you're doing. This has been difficult for me in every way, but I trust spirit and the optimization. Everybody that has went through a divorce, a woman in here, make sure you connect with these other women who have walked through divorce. Please, y'all need each other. I walked through divorce, but I'm a nigga. So, but connect, support, because it is difficult. This ice machine is going to irritate me. Latina, one of our advisory board members, Taruma and Open Eye Super Seed, $688.88, sown with intention. I am streamlining, strategizing, right sizing, and prioritizing my future. She's very specific about this seed. See, seeds have to be sown. That's why I wait till after I teach some so you can sow it in that energy. Because you're doing a spiritual thing and you're creating something in your future. It has to be done soberly. All those churches, when they shout and shout, come on, bring your seed, they stir them up before they sow and do that emotional give, and then don't nothing happen. You do it all year long. No, this is money magic. You're going into the energy of a magi and beginning to cause money to form in your future by using the tactic or the principle seed, a passage of time, and then harvest. We're working it. Thank you, Latina. I will be sending the prophetic word to you that I see for you. Adrian, thank you so much for doing the high performer seed of 188.88. Thank you. That brown man is an agent of justice and order. Yes, he is. And we're following his teachings in his way. Wanda Jones and a high performer seed of $188.88 into the MBN Network Global. Thank you, Bryce, for your Taruma and October optimization seed. And you are absolutely out your mind walking with them big old cats out the jungle. I seen it in the man cave. I said, nope, can't do that. Oh, wasn't no in the man cave. You put it in the other thing. Optimization seed song. God bless you. Eunice, 99.88 Taruma. That's probably Taruma Thai. And $188.88 high performer seed. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'm getting pulled to you prophetically again. God, remember prophesying to you on a prayer. Eunice, I see where there is going to be a release for you that is a healing in your body. Eat and drink your water and create electricity to your cells. So cucumbers is going to be important. All right. Taruma tithe and I super seed 600, another one, $688.88. Thank you, Trenton. Good to see you and thank you for your support here. Brando Foster, Taruma 888 partner seed of $88.88. Thank you so very much. Lahoma. $33. I see what you're doing. I see the angel numbers. $33.33 Taruma and 8888 open eye optimization seed sown. I can hear those in the bushes like, oh, I can't stand them. We couldn't affect them. Nope. We're focused. There's a work we're doing in a holy land. Thank you, Taruma. Tithe and open eye optimization seed from the Batsons. Same from DeQuincy. Thank you for Taruma 1888 and 1888 open eye optimization seed. Make sure them 8s is in there because you turn them on the side, they're eyes. And this is an open eye seed. Thank you, DM Pam. That write-up is serious. Y'all going to be getting it. Make sure you text the word Reformation to 404-999-7527. Make sure you text that in. Tawana Brown done the high performance seed, $188.88 in Taruma. Thank you. Ernestine Mitchell, $88.88. Thank you so much, Ernestine. And I agree with the seed for which you sowed. He said, yes, there's several practices about it in Judaism. I'll email it to me then. Thank you. $50 Taruma and 8888 partnership seed sown. You look like somebody I know. You like you got some indigenous in you. We're not indigenous. Well, they are indigenous, but some Native American. Tamara, $12.88. I know what you're doing. Seed and $88.88 open eye partner seed. I am fireproof. That's Miss Pat walked through a divorce. Victorious, Nicole Victorious, link up. You need the support. Monica, Kionez, one of our newest Celestial Circle members, if I'm not mistaken. $41.90. That's a Taruma tithe, not just a Taruma offer. And $88.88 partnership seed. Thank you. Intentionality, fireproof, wisdom, multiple streams of income, family, community, relationship. I got you. 8888 Taruma Demetria. Thank you. Say, I'm at church on Sunday. The guest speaker did a money line, and God told her 12 people will give $100 after everyone shouted. See? No, that's that scheme. Juanita Bynum does that still. Quite a few of these prophets still do that. They give it such a bad. This is terrible. Taruma 1888 and 888 open IC sown with specific intention to fireproof my finances and build generational wealth for future generations of my family. That's how you sow a seed with intention. No farmer go out there and just go to the store, buy seeds and throw them out. No, he'd go and buy a specific seed and put it in a specific field for a specific yield. So we do sober giving here. Clear, intentional. Thank you, Betty Cox. Taruma seed sown and 1888 seed sown. Thank you. CJ Tabiri done 1444. I see what you're doing. Taruma offering an open eye optimization partner seed of $88.88. Thank you so much. Kiss the babies for me. Wow. We receive that prophetic word now. Taruma and 4888 open eye optimization seed sown. We agree with you. We agree. Mother Irene, which is our oldest member, 81 years old, says she walked through a divorce. There you go, Nicole. That one is, and she's a prophet. If you can get her on the phone. Catherine, $88.88 partnership seed sown. Thank you so very much. Nikki Ojo, Taruma tithe and partner seed of $88.88 sown for intentional stewardship. Amazing. Hey there, isn't that Jennifer? $8.88 Taruma and $88.88 partnership seed sown for optimization, open eye, fireproof finances. Thank you. Restoring the brokenness. Taruma, $141 proper Taruma tithe when it's specific like that. And $8.88 optimization seed. Thank you so much. Taruma sown and open eye optimization seed sown. Thank you so very much. I know many of you may not want to put it in the chat because I'm calling out your name. That is okay. I understand. But in this ministry, we're very transparent. So in Patreon, by the close of day tomorrow, everyone that gave will just be on a flyer and it will be posted in Patreon. Not the amount, how much you gave, but just the fact that you did. It will be put up there for all of you that like to give by night and you don't want to announce. I get it, because sometimes I don't want mine saying, and you know, mine ain't never announced when that happens here, when I do it here. So I understand it, but I want to recognize it. Thank you, Erica Counts, for Taruma and High Performer Seed of $188.88 sown. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to be talking to some of you, sending the prophetic word to you that done the supersede versus doing it here on this morning, because I'm running over into that meeting started at 11 o'clock. Shamako Bryant, 1888 Taruma and $88.88 open eye seed song. What's that trying to happen in my throat? What is that? All right. Latina, Trenton, I see you. Dr. Arlisha, I got you. I'm just going to need that list, Miss Pat, to add to my list. I already made the list for the week. I did. Okay. It's 10:10. Yeah, you called that Nikki. All right. So I have to do a meeting at 11 o'clock with the advisory board. And then you'll be seeing something dropping in Patreon a little bit just for our community. Thank you, Miss Pat. And then remember, if you want that chat GPT, text 404-999-7527. And we will be sending that to you as soon as possible. And there's something else I'm going to be sending to you as well. So you're going to get a couple of texts this week, because we're doing prayer all week long. I'll be with you at 8 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Please join me. We're just creating the day and setting it. And we do it as a community. And then Wednesday night at 7 p.m. your time, in the middle of the night for me over here, we will be doing the breakdown that we do every Wednesday, where you're able to ask questions about what we discussed today and any other question you're able to ask. I'm probably going to have to pop up and just talk about the optimization of relationships, because if I do that Wednesday, it's going to get us behind again, and you won't be able to do Q&A because you weren't able to do it last week. I done optimization of the soul. So I'm going to work it in there the best way that I can. Yeah, Dr. Reid, you need time before the meeting. Yes, it's 10:11. I got you, CJ. She got me. She got me. Okay. Blessing to each and every one of you, and continue to do your seeds, continue to support us here, and you will be hearing from us a little later on in the week. You'll start hearing from Shamako probably as soon as this evening, probably. But we're going to begin to send them over to you so it can help you navigate where you're going and what is about to be happening in your life. Thank you, Miss Pat, for Taruma and $88.88 seed sown. All right. And the way that you do your seed, I'm going to do this before I leave now. I didn't even do this. The best way right now is to go to the mbnnetwork.org, or you got the MBN Network app. In there, you click donate, it's PayPal. And what we like about that, you put your phone number in the memo section and the name of the seed, but you can also speak to us some words of encouragement or something. It gives you a lot of space there. Same thing with the Taruma. IamLarryDReid.com. When you click donate there, you can put a lot of information in there. I'll see it and I'll read it. It'll be just between me and you. You can do Cash App, $ MBN Network, Venmo @ MBN Network. And Naida was telling me, make sure you guys, when you send your donations, you make them private in Venmo, so nobody see them but me and you. Okay? Don't do your messages to me there. Do that in PayPal, because even if they can't see once you sent me your message, if you put your phone number in there, it can be seen. by other people. So be very careful with that, because we dealing with a whole lot of stuff, and when it comes to these people hacking and doing certain stuff, and some people calling. We had a little situation where people were calling some of our partners, acting like they're MBN network, and which was stupid, but they did it. You can text the word give to 404-800-4530. That's give 404-800-4530, or Zelle info at the mbnnetwork.org. Now, PushPay. And the 3 apps you should have is the Larry Live Network app, the Financial Wellness Plan app. What else we got, y'all? Larry Live, Financial Wellness Plan. Oh, the MBN Network app, which is you can do the PushPay, pushpay.com/G/the MBN Network. I feel like I'm missing that app. Did somebody remember put it in there? I think I'm missing one. And these are the ways you're able to do your seed. Am I missing one? I think I am. Yep. Thank you, Candace Johnson, 1888 Taruma, and 8888 Seed Sown. Thank you. He said, wow, I never used Venmo, but thanks for the information. Yeah. And Naida put me on, Naida's next to a detective. Mother Diane, Taruma, and Prayer Partner Seed Sown of 8888. Thank you so very much. Yeah, I'm not going to go to sleep in between. The way my brain works, when I get off here, I'll be thinking about the other stuff we got to do. I wake fully up, and then we're going to have the meeting. We got to go through some paperwork. I may have Charlene to go through it, and my face just be on the screen. Yeah, because I already went through it with her, but I want to be there for everybody for that. Mm-hmm. Hey, Annie Howard. Enjoy. Go back and watch. This was great. Great. Share this link with your family members, because we're out in the public. So you can share this with them. Those that ask, why you don't be going to church all the time? You in the spiritual community? Yeah, you can hear the teaching him and send it to them. Yeah, hopefully they'll text Reformation to 404-99-7527, and they get the notes that DM Pair did, and they can catch up on everything and optimize in every way their October. Yeah, tomorrow there will be for all of the mothers of the community, there will be a Zoom that Mother Pat will be leading. I will be coming into that Zoom on tomorrow to speak with the mothers in the community, and I can't wait to do it. And I'm praying I don't get emotional seeing y'all faces on that screen, because I don't know what is going on with this feminine energy that I'm divine feminine, that's what it is, that's flowing in this ministry so strong. When I hear from some of you, especially when I hear the prophetic words, it's just going straight to my spirit. And I'm pretty sure when Marco's with me and they're around, they can see, come listen to it, my whole face and everything changes. The words are going in me. And so I can't wait to see the mothers on tomorrow and to sit with y'all. But I'm going to leave because it's y'all business. But I'm coming there to speak, and then y'all do whatever you do. Okay. Hey, Mimosa Chronicles, what is the word of the Lord? When you come around, you always come with a prophecy. I hope you're doing well. All right, for more master level teaching, make sure you join Patreon, patreon.com, because sometimes the links don't be public. It just go in Patreon. Patreon/Larry Reid Live. That's patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Make sure you come on over. And we are going as a community, a Patreon community. Yeah. We are going to Ghana. Where the Celestial Circles are going, but some patrons are meeting us there. So they'll be able to come to a couple of the things we have going on in Ghana. If you want to go ahead and book your ticket for Leave Out of America, March the 20th. And it's the 21st through the 29th. We have a few things that we're going to be doing. Some stuff will be Celestial Circle only, but some stuff will be all patrons. You need to go. What you need to do, go ahead and book your ticket. I seen one for $600 round trip. That is a steal. You going on over there. Now see that I suggest you go put on your credit card or do that. Joe, what's the thing you talk? What's the thing where you pay like $50? It books the trip, books the ticket, and you can like pay like $100 a month over a period of months and pay the ticket off. Listen, that experience, because of what happens to your black soul in Ghana, in that land, it is like giving yourself a gift, the best gift you've ever had. You need to go. Go. Plan to go and just book it. And I think that time of the year, the hotels aren't that expensive. I think somebody told me it was like $290 a night at the Marriott. Kempinski was more, almost $400 a night. But those are the two hotels we suggesting that you go to. Somebody I heard getting an Airbnb, you need to know the area. Because you can be outside of that Wi-Fi, go in and out. Yeah, because Ghana is about, I'm going to say, 12 years behind infrastructure. But bruh, they catching up. Everywhere you look, they're building. It is about to be on and popping. If you can invest in Ghana and get in early, I think that would be good for you too. If 2 or 3 you want to partner just to do that, I think that's smart to do as well. Yeah. Oh, here she prophesying. Don't let these people's egos disturb your peace and distract you from purpose. It's a whole lot of big egos. Now that is the word of the Lord. And that's something what Naida was saying. Most everybody was saying. Got it. That's it, Joy. Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay, and FlexBuy. Now, if you're going to do something, I mean, I think that it's just paid over time. That's not, it don't incur a lot of debt, do it, Joy. Do that for you, for something, a traveling experience. Do you know traveling is a spiritual exercise? It is. Do that for yourself. Do that for yourself. If you need help with doing that, Joy actually can help you. But that's not MBN Network, although she one of the advisory board members, that's through her business. So you have to hit her up. And I think it's joy.volunteer@thembnnetwork.org. Okay? Yeah. Oh, uplift and pay later flights as well, she said. We have a meeting on Wednesday where we will talk through the details. Kendall, is you clicking as I'm clicking? Jesus, lamb. All right. Where's the information on the Ghana trip? I just told it to you. Because I see you not Celestial Circle. You probably a patron. So you just go ahead and book the ticket. March the 20th, you leave out of America on the 20th to the 29th, Accra, ACCRA, Ghana. Go ahead and get the ticket so you get it early, the cheaper it is. Not cheaper. It's the more affordable. I don't like saying cheaper. The more affordable it is. Go ahead and just get that part done. And we're going to be, as we get closer, we already got the information on what events. You'll know what events, the location, the address you can meet us, and what hotels we be in. You can not be a patron, not be a Celestial Circle, and be in one of the 2 main hotels, and you'll see some of the people and get to know some of the other patrons, like a Reformation. There's hell of a miniature Reformation in the DMV. Yeah. So that's going on. I'll tell you too, Charlene. Me, Junior, Michael, and was in the water. Yes, that's it. I miss Charlene. I don't know what it is, but that time when we end up going together, it was just perfect energy and balance. We'll make that happen again. Traveling is a spiritual experience. Yeah, we can continue to embrace. Absolutely. It expands you. All right. Okay, let me let you go. I love you. God bless you. And I put this in your spirit. God don't play about, no, this dude gonna do that one. Rare breed. You are rare breed. Make sure y'all get the what's the name? 2. Here we go. Bye.
Now they wanna clone it. I know they really wanna own it. Hear it on the radio, it's going up, up, up. See you in that movie, it's going up, up. You got something no one else has. Where you are special, such class. Walking in the room, all eyes on you, feeling real high, nothing you can do. Glory bright, shine like new, it is all in you. So go ahead and get your dream team, cause you're really about to change things. I know they wanna clone it, I know they really wanna own it.